All right, guys, here we are again. For the next 3 hours, let's just see what happens. How much will Indiana add to their 107 total? So whatever they add in, Minnesota will have to top tomorrow. All right, let's move this over here and let's get ready to pick up orders. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go. Let's see what they do here. Going to 8 o'clock. $107 from earlier, Yogi. $107. Good question. Made $107 earlier in 7 hours. Say hello, Sally. Welcome in. Yeah, made $107 earlier. Let's see how much more we can make to add to that $107. Because that'll put the pressure on the Gophers tomorrow. They'll have to make that. They'll have to beat that tomorrow to win everything and challenge Goose on Tuesday. So let's just see what happens here in the next 3 hours. Just turned it on, and we're going to 8 o'clock. We can even go to 10. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, I saw that before I started today when I was picking up my first order in Greensburg. I saw your prayer video. That was really nice. I'm definitely going to keep that one. Hello, Daryl. Welcome in. Yeah, I saw that. Here, Daryl, we're going to do this. Let's see. All right, so there you go. What we got here? Oh, right over here. Very good. All right. Okay, we're getting off to a start here. Okay, so we'll accept that, and we'll go over here. Yep. All right. Okay, there's our first order here, guys. Let's see. No, I don't. I don't. At least at the moment, I don't. Right now, I'm going to be going and picking up my order here, guys. Hey, welcome in. Welcome to the 14 in here. Yep, welcome in, guys. We're doing another dash here, guys. Yeah, we're doing the part 2 dash here. Indiana's dash, adding to $107. See what they get. And hopefully we will, going to put the pressure on the Gophers tomorrow. So we'll be back in Greensburg in the morning again and doing this all again. But right now, hello, Mary. Welcome in. Going to go pick up this order here at Wendy's right now. Well, would you know that? All right. I'll be right back, guys. All right, let me take this picture real quick and we'll get going. All right. Appreciate it. 6 likes already. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it very much. All right. All right, so we got that. Oh, not too far from here. That's good. So I can turn right at least. That's good. All right. Hello, Vicky. Welcome again, guys. We're going to try see how much we can add by 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Let's see how much Indiana can add to their total. If they go over a few minutes, it won't count against them because they started maybe less than 5 minutes after 5 o'clock. So, yep. All right. Getting into the rush hour time here, and of course we all know, but at least where I'm going is not that far, so that helps out a lot. So that's a good thing. What does Big 3 stand for? It stands for the 3 towns, mainly 3 towns that I dash in. It used to when I was living living a little bit more southwest. It stood for Franklin, Indiana, Edinburgh, Indiana, and Columbus, Indiana. Well, since I moved to Shelbyville, it's now Franklin, Indiana, Shelbyville, Indiana, and Greenfield, Indiana. But with what I saw today over there in Greensburg, I don't know. That could change. So, especially if I sign up for Uber Eats and I get signed on for Uber Eats there in Greensburg, because let me tell you something. I was so impressed with what I did today in Greensburg. It's like, you know, that place right there, from what I see, that looks not only like a DoorDash country, but it also looks like Uber Eats country. And I think you can make some really good money there if you had both Uber Eats and DoorDash. So I might definitely take a look into that. Because, I mean, you could use a lot of good there, and then we could start doing some dirty stacking. So, because Dashing Maverick always says you're not living if you're not dirty stacking. So, might be able to get a chance to do that. Okay, so we're going to be looking for this here. I mean, I pretty much know how, but I'm just going to see just exactly what house they're going to take me to.
Drive south on Serrano Road. Then, in 900 feet, turn left onto Olmsted Drive.
But that was just so much fun. I mean, you know, at first, when I first looked at those streets over there in Greensburg, I thought it was going to be really challenging because of the way the layout was. But after I do it, hello, I'm going to say your name, Zakayo. Okay, appreciate you being here. Yeah, welcome in, guys. This is seeing how much we can add to the 107 today. Let's put the pressure on the Gophers.
700 feet. Your destination will be on the left.
Okay, so it's on the left this time. All right, but you can only park on the right, I think. Yeah, you can only park on the right-hand side, so. But no, just very, very, very impressive today, being in.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, so I think it's house up here. Okay, it's the next two. I think I can just park behind this car. Yep, it's right here. This one right next door. Okay, it's right across the street from a frequent customer. Wouldn't it be something if that frequent customer ordered today too? All right, let me go and deliver this, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, there's our first 5, making the total 112. So, yeah. Not bad for a Thursday, guys. Not bad. Yeah. Okay. From Kenya. All right. I welcome everyone from all walks of life. Well, thank you for joining. Yeah. I love it when all different countries visit our streams. I think it's wonderful. Yeah. It's fantastic. All right, let's go down here. Let's go get over here in my little area over here. I mean, I found, so you go in my cluster, because over in here, you can't really sit in your cluster too long. But what I found the perfect place to sit and do the cluster today, and that was a Speedway gas station right off of Lincoln Street there. I mean, I would sit there pretty much all day today, and the orders just came. Most of my orders, for those of you that weren't on that earlier stream, most of my orders were from Wendy's, which surprised me. I mean, I think I ended up with seven Wendy's orders there earlier today. And I know I had at least 3 McDonald's, if not 4, and then I had a good Papa John's order that wasn't that far. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I had over there in Greensburg, they were close by. There were like 2 that were a little bit of a distance. I mean, not terrible, but one of them was delivered to the Honda plant down there, because Honda's huge in Greensburg. It's one of the biggest Honda automaker plants in Greensburg. So if you want to work at Honda, that's one of the places to go. And so that I almost worked there. I've interviewed that same week. I interviewed to work at Honda, and I almost worked there. But at that same week, I also interviewed at the W2 that I work at now, and the W2 I work at now offered me $2 more an hour than Honda did. So I ended up working there, and now I have the job that I really want. I don't know if I would have had the job I really wanted at Honda. So I mean, sometimes, it's just like with taking orders, taking jobs and everything. You pay your money, you take your chances. Sometimes you make the right choice, sometimes you make the wrong choice, But, you just got to, do with it, and what, you just think about it. And in Sally's thing, you pray about it and see what is the right thing to do. And the answer that I got was definitely take this one over at, yeah, okay. Just a little bit there. Yeah, okay. I gotta wedge it. There we go. Oops. Yeah. That's a little bit less view, ain't it? Sure is. See if I move it up a little bit. Oh, we got something here, guys. What do we got? Let's take a look. Oh, another 5 going to Dairy Queen. Okay. All right. I'm just walk right over there. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see. I can just wedge it up here a little bit better. Make sure it's wedged. Okay. I just got to move it down, move it to the right a little bit. Okay. There. Okay. That's a little better. All right. Let's go to Dairy Queen here. Okay. If I can hit the arrived, I'm just walking right over there because that's where it is. All right. I'll be right back, guys. right. Let's see. Okay, no receipt, so all right. Oh, okay. It's over there close to my W-2, guys. So that's not really that far. I'm just, the only thing I'm kind of eerie about over there, though, is that everybody's getting ready to go over there to go to work. Yeah, they got half hour before they got to clock in. So at least most of them should be there. So I might have to take a little bit of a detour because everybody's going over there right now. So, all right. I'm trying to keep it a little bit cool in the car here so that the stuff doesn't melt too much. So, all right. So that'll be $10. We got that within the first half hour, so not too bad. We're just adding to 107 right now. So see what we can get, for a Thursday. Oh. Okay, when I get up there, I'm going to have to repair that, guys. So so it's not going to look very good for a minute or two until I can get that fixed. So, all right. And before I'll be up there, it won't be so bad. So what I'm going to do, so I can stay out of the traffic, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down Mechanic Street and take that over to Noble Street, and then I can go that way. So at least I'm away from all that major traffic. Because you don't want to be into the traffic that takes me over there to work. So. There we go. It's a little better. Just move it down just a little bit. All right. Yeah, I'm going to work on getting another one of these, guys, because this thing isn't working out too well. You just have to set it up just absolutely perfect in order for you to get the best view. I mean, I had a really good view earlier today when I was in Greensburg, and I just got to try to figure out what I did to get that view so that I can get a good view now. Because, I mean, I even took my phone case off just to, so it wouldn't be so heavy. And so as soon as I drop this off, at least I'll be in a spot to where, I have to go one way anyway because it's a one-way street. And all right, guys, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to take another street so I don't have to deal with that traffic. So we'll just go down Mechanic Street and we'll go that way. Yeah, I want that view that I had in Greensburg, because I really found a way to get it to look really good there, especially the last hour and a half that I was delivering in Greensburg. So, all right, here we go. All right, go ahead and turn, because I'm going to turn right here. Okay. Yeah, this street right here, there's no stop. There's no stop signs on this street right here. You just keep on going down here, and then I can get to I can turn on one street that's down here that I usually would turn on if I was going to work after I would come down from Edinburgh. I would go on this street rather than going on the street that I go now. So. And that street's coming up. I've got to get that view back. Okay, here it is right here. Everybody's on their way to work. Okay.
Drive north on North Noble Street. Then, in 200 feet, turn left onto Walker Street.
All right. Hold on, man. I was there before you. I know you work there, but I
In
mean...
700 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who he is, too.
Your destination is on the left.
All right. Right down here. All right, guys. You go deliver this real quick, and then I'm going to fix and see if I can get this to look better. Be right back. All right, guys, it's a quick $10. All right. Let's take a moment or two here and let's try to fix this here, because this is getting a little bit frustrating. Oh, we got an order. Let's see what we got here. Hold on, let's see, move this up. There we go. All right, let's see. Move it down there a little bit. Okay, that's close enough. What do we got? Well, you pay your money, you take your chances. All right. You may get an order, or you may get a tip, you might not. See, is there somebody coming down that way? Nope. Okay. So I wonder if it'd be easier for me to go through Cow Palace. It probably would. So, yeah. Because you cannot, it's one way down here. Yeah, I think it would be easier for me to go through the Cow Palace here. All right, just got to make sure nobody ever comes this other way, but I just got to make sure that nobody's going through the insurance agency back way. Okay. So I just got to get right back to where I was earlier, and go down that street, and we'll be at Papa John's. Like I said, guys, cash tips do count, but the cash has to be presented on camera in order for it to count. But it's never a guarantee. Never a guarantee. Okay. We'll just go back on that one street and go down again, because there's no stop signs on that street. So but all orders count, tips or not, they all count. So okay, yep, okay, I do see somebody coming there. There's someone else coming that way. Oh boy. That's the one thing about this street right here, guys. This street, there's no stops. You got to really watch yourself. All right. Yeah, that's pretty close to the view that I had in Greensburg. Pretty close. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, that's way better. I just like to keep it that way. You just got to wedge it up a certain way. But I am going to get a different camera though at some point, or a camera mount, so it can look a little better. But I think that's the best view I've had ever since I've started the stream. Okay. Here we go to Papa John's. Yeah, I had a Papa John's earlier over there in, in Greensburg, and that Papa John's was in the perfect spot too. In a perfect spot to where, even though it's hard to turn left on Lincoln Street there, at least that Papa John's was in a spot to where I could turn left on one street. So if I decided to turn right or left, I at least would be at a spot to where there would be a traffic light to where I could turn. Traffic lights, they're pretty long there, but at least it's better than taking your chances turning left and, even taking longer because you have a lot of traffic to deal with. All right. Okay, watch yourself up there. There's someone coming in there. All right. All right, Papa John's, guys. Be right back. Quite a bit of stuff here. Okay. You didn't worry about a pizza bag this time. I'm surprised because every time I start a dash, they always ask if I have one. And they didn't worry about it this time. That's surprising. Okay. All right, guys. All right, let's go. All right, I'm going to, okay, it does not say that it's, okay. It doesn't say that it's an apartment or anything. All right, but it is a road where there is, where it is a trailer park, but it does not say a particular trailer number. So, all right, it's gonna take me to a street that it cannot pronounce correctly. It always does. So, all right. Okay, so they're going that way. All right. All right, directions. Let's see where we're going. See which one it is.
Drive south on South Vine Street, then turn right onto East Broadway Street.
All right, nobody coming there. That's good.
Continue for a half mile.
All right, those of you that may be popping on, I've got a Papa John's order in right now. You pay your money, you take your chances. It is $2, but you know, sometimes sometimes you'll get a cash tip from it. So we'll see if we do. We got the carnival going on over here at this church right here. So that road will be blocked off. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. So if anything that goes around that area, I know that I will not be able to. I won't be able to go down that road. So. So I'll try to avoid that area at all costs.
Turn left onto South Harrison Street, State Route 9.
Just gotta make sure that nobody's going over that way. Okay. All right, let's see if there's anything else that comes besides just this $2. It's just the chances that you take, especially if it's one of those that's all orders accepted in a contest, which this is. It's no different. Thank you guys. Appreciate the likes. Thank you very much. Helps the channel out. Thank you. I have a mission myself now that, you know, I got a chance to get 300 subscribers. My mission now is to get 500 by July the 4th. So I know that is 2 months away, but it is possible with what I'm going to be doing here within the next month and a half. I think, you know, we might be able to do that. So because everything is going to be completely different once this contest is done.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Colescott Street.
So the way it will be, the Gophers will go tomorrow. They'll post their score. We'll see who has the highest score of the two. Then we'll have a winners party on Monday, live stream only, because it will be deleted after it'll be at the fountain, but it will be deleted because of things that I probably will have on the stream that YouTube will frown upon. So I'll probably end up doing that.
right onto Colescott Street, State Road 44.
But it'll be fun because it'll be a celebrational for whoever it is that, that wins. And not only that, they will go Tuesday. They'll dash on Tuesday in a town that I have yet to determine where it's going to be, because it's got to be a place that I've never dashed before. And then Goose will go Sunday in that same town. And then the contest will be done and we're on to bigger and better things. So I just know I've got to go down here and go to where this trailer park is, but I don't think it's on the trailer park. It might be down. There is no trailer number, so I hope that there isn't one. But yeah, we had $10 prior to this order. This is only $2, so we'll just see what happens. All right.
In a half mile, turn right.
It says ring the bell and hand to the customer. So I mean, it's highly unlikely that I usually hardly ever ring bells anymore, but I've had to ring quite a few today. Even in Greensburg I had to ring a few. So okay. Hello, Dildine. Yep, it's a tapping back in 170. Yes, I did. I'm impressed with that, man. That was absolutely impressive. And I'm honestly thinking that with the way that went today, maybe signing up for Uber Eats, because not only does that a DoorDash, I think it's got to be an Uber Eats. Maybe you know more about that. Because, I mean, if that is the case, you could make some really good money there. Right here? This isn't Hale.
In 600 feet, 1302 Hale Road, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176-2390. United States will be on the left.
Okay, this... All right, I don't think, this does not lead me there. This does not lead me there. It's all blocked off over there. Nice going. You do it again. Sometimes I wonder why I listen to you. I'm just going to go on the actual road itself.
Drive east, then turn right onto Miller Avenue.
That's more like it.
In 900 feet, turn right onto Hale Road.
It's where you should have sent me in the first place. Ask about Uber Eats. Yeah, I don't have that yet, but I'm serious.
Turn right onto Hale Road.
So I'm kind of thinking about it right now. Okay. Why didn't you have me go on this street in the first place?
In 900 feet, turn right. Turn right. Then 1302 Hale Road, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176-2390. United States will be on the right.
Okay, so it's got to be right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go find this, guys, because I'm not sure which one it is. All right, I'll be right back. All right, well, that one was, yeah. First of all, GPS said it was the wrong house. That was first. And then second, there wasn't a tip on it. So, okay, well, let's just get the stupid one out of the way. GPS told me it was the house to the right and didn't tell me it was all the way in the back. They do it all the time. You ran both when you were there. How much money did you, how did you do when you did that? Did you make really good money when you did both of them? I also thought about signing up for Grubhub too, but I hear Grubhub's hard to get on. I kind of like the cowbell sound that the Grubhub does when you, when you get an order. All right, just go back down that way because sometimes I'll get a, a Little Caesars if I go down here. And where's the rain starting to come again? Just hope it wasn't like anything when I was driving home back from Greensburg. I hope it's not like that. Just go ahead and get this rain done and get it over with so that when I go there tomorrow to Greensburg, it'll be decent weather. Certainly not looking like it, but sometimes rain can play in your favor. If people don't want to get out, they'll order. Not always the case, but sometimes. All right. Yeah, I'm really thinking about that. Because if I decide to sign up for Uber Eats, and then I go there to, oh, here comes the rain, guys. Hey, so those of you that are just popping on, you'll see dashing in the rain here. How wonderful. Hopefully it'll be just brief and be gone. But it's sure not looking like it. No, I'm not. I wish I could. I'd love to sign up for it, but it's hard to get on. But anytime I watch Roy, yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way down there. I'm gonna go down Howard Street to go back. I'm not gonna drive downtown in this, especially at 6 o'clock at night. I want to at least be on a road to which I can. I'm not in real busy traffic. Yeah, that's the beauty about here, is that I can drive on Howard Street and not be in the real busy traffic, especially if it's pouring down rain like this. But no, I heard that it's really hard to get on Grubhub, and I haven't done it. I know, they say it pays better, but the orders are few and far between. Because every time, when I watch Roy, he would, if he would get a Grubhub, I'd hear that cowbell. He'd take maybe, of all the Grubhub orders that he had, he would probably, for every 20 that would make that sound, he might Take two. You was on the wait list for 2 years. Gone on February. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Yeah, there was a guy here in Shelbyville, a dasher that I talked to here in Shelbyville, that he was trying to get on Instacart. And he said that it took him 3.5 years to get on Instacart. 3.5 years. But he was bound and determined to get on it, even as long as he had to wait for it. He was bound and determined to get on Instacart. Yeah. Oh, I bet it has. But no, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, you know, I'm going to see about my dash tomorrow there in Greensburg, and if it's just as well as it was today, yeah, I think I just might sign up for Uber Eats, and we can do some dirty stacking. I know that'll definitely make things a little better when you're taking an Uber Eats order and a DoorDash order and going to the same place. Gets the adrenaline pumping. At least that's what they say. Especially though, it would be challenging for the fact that DoorDash has this on-time policy now. But when you have a GPS that makes you go to different, that tells you to the wrong place, that you had to go to the back. I don't know. I don't know what the GPS is on Uber Eats is like, so it'll be interesting to find out. But I'll tell you what, they are linked to Amazon Prime. The customers get cash back. Oh, really? Okay. Because I know with Uber Eats, sometimes you'll go to Walmart to get stuff. So, and then with that Walmart over there, yeah, I mean, it could be interesting. So, I mean, I just definitely might have to think about that. Because with what I saw over there, I was like, man, if the orders are this good over there and it's not that far, it could be good. Like I could go on a Sunday with both DoorDash and Uber Eats and make $200. Because if DoorDash is slow, you got Uber Eats to back you up. So, all right, we got some cars here we got to wait on. So, and that's okay. We got rain coming down anyway, so. So hopefully we can let the rain do its thing. All right. I know one thing, if the rain does stay like this, you can call a rain delay. I had to do that the other night. Because I was going to go out, it was Tuesday night, finishing out the Wisconsin Final Four dash, and I was going to go out. He ran Shelby with like 23, and it was okay. Yeah, if the rain stays like this, guys, we might have to do a rain delay. And the dash would resume on Saturday morning. But hopefully it won't stay like this. I'm just surprised I haven't gotten an order. Maybe they don't want dashers out in it. Okay. So I think if I don't get anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it. It's coming down pretty good right now. Oh, we got some. What we got? All right. All right, slow down a little bit because that's a good order. Okay. $8 for 3 miles. That's definitely a good order. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So hopefully the rain will slow down enough to where, you know, that's a good order. I hate to miss that order. So you dashed in Greensburg and Shelbyville. Where else did you dash in Indiana? Did you dash in places like Batesville or any place like that? I mean, tell me where you've dashed so that, you know, I have an idea when I go to all these different towns, because I plan on doing that. You know, having all these guest cities and stuff, like maybe make June guest city month or something like that. And you know, when the weather's warmer and it stays light later, you know, that's what I would like to do. Yeah, I certainly can't pass up that $8 for 3 miles. I can't pass that up. That's a good order. Even in the rain, that's a good order. So, can't pass that one up. I just hope I don't have to get on the highway, though, when it's raining that hard. Because people don't know how to drive on the highway in the rain. It's hard enough that they don't know how to drive on these streets in the rain, let alone the highway. See, Columbus, yeah, well, Columbus, I used to dash there all the time. Edinburgh, yeah, I dashed there too. Whiteland, yeah, definitely. Greenwood and Seymour. Okay, Seymour, I haven't dashed in Seymour. I don't know what's Seymour like. Is it decent? Yeah, Columbus is really good dashing on Sunday morning. I mean, you know, I would go, I mean, that's the one thing. I would always look forward to the days I was off on Sundays. And, you know, I would have really good orders in Columbus. Was okay? Okay. Well, I guess it's not something to, you know, to rave about, huh? Okay. Have you ever dashed in Greenfield? Yeah. Greenfield, I've, you know, dashed there a few times and I've done well in Greenfield, so that's why, you know, when I took the time to look and see what Greenfield was like, and, you know, I did pretty good there, so I decided, okay, there's Walmart, Home Depot. Oh yeah, okay, well, yeah, the last time I was in Greenfield, I had a Home Depot order, and it was $30. They paid me $30, but what they ordered was 5 50-pound bags of sand. That was not very fun. But, I mean, it was worth $50. Okay. Well, hi, R for Rated. Welcome in. Yeah, where's this out? It's familiar. This is Shelbyville, Indiana. That's where we're at right now. We're doing the second half of the Indiana Championship Dash right now, adding to the 107 from earlier in Greensburg. And we just got ourselves an $8 Applebee's order here that we're about to go pick up. Well, I'm glad that the rain slowed down. Still got to get my jacket on and stuff, but okay. But yeah, we're gonna slip on my jacket and and go get this order. You guys can look at Starbucks across the way there while I pick this up. Yeah, grab my jacket real quick, because I know I'm going to need it. Yeah, that rain stopped at the perfect time, right when I went to pick up this order. All right, get this jacket on here. I don't want to hit arrived at the store yet. All right, now I'm here. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go get this. I'll be right back. All right, I didn't usually wait a little longer than that in there. So, but it is just a little bit after 6, so I guess it's really not that long. Yeah, living in Bloomington. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing Indiana Dash here, R4rated. So yeah, this is well, if it will let me do what I want to do. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? Okay. I think I've got an idea where this might be, but I don't think I remember that name. But all right, let's see what the GPS tells me. Hopefully it won't let me astray like it has, like it did the last order I just took. Yeah, it's led me astray a couple times today. Let me astray a couple times in Greensburg and that last order here. So, okay, directions. Let's see what it tells you to do.
Drive northeast, then turn right onto Lee Boulevard.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Telling me to go this way. All right.
In 500 feet, turn right onto State Route 44.
All right.
Turn right onto State Route 44.
Stay busy on a raining day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've dashed in Bloomington a couple times. R rated, is it still is Bloomington still all just earned by time only? Let's see. Mama Bear's Pizza. Oh, oh man. Mama Bear's Pizza. Don't get me started on that, Tornado. Oh man, there's nothing like Mama Bear's Pizza.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Progress Parkway.
Nothing like a Mama Bear's Pizza. Yeah, don't get me started on that. I would have Mama Bear's Pizza constantly down there in Bloomington. It was so good. Yeah. I mean, their hamburger pizza, well, that was just, I mean, just awesome. I just wish they would make one here. I just wish they would make one, period. They were talked about making a Mama Bear's in Franklin. Still haven't heard too much about that, but I heard that there was a possibility that they would make one in Franklin. Franklin could use one. Because let me tell you, the business they'd get there, especially DoorDashers, yeah, Franklin would be hopping again. So you running all day tomorrow in Greensburg? I'm a good part of the day, yeah. Yeah, I'll be there at least from 6 to, I'll be there at least from 6 to 2 tomorrow again. So yeah, most of the day, yeah, probably I will be.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto East Michigan Road.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's where that is. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I knew, okay, I tried to remember where that was. I knew it wasn't that far from here. So, it's like it's trying to rain a little bit again. But at least I can get to this $8 order here before it starts again. But when I came back from Greensburg today, it just rained just like that not too long ago. It rained that hard going down this road here. In fact, some of it was hard. I was anxious to see what dinner shift was like. Oh, well, you know what? I mean, I think not this coming Sunday or the, you know, to see, I will go there on a Sunday night to see when there's not as much traffic and see just what it's like to see what a dinner shift is there. I'll bet it's fantastic.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Thompson Road.
But yeah, I want to do it on a Sunday where the traffic isn't so good. Oh, welcome back, Vicky. All right. Okay, well, just a little bit of rain. Just hope it's not as much as it was when I went down there. Okay, this here, yep, right here.
Turn right onto South Thompson Road.
So it shouldn't be that far from down here then. Okay.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
Okay. It says that this is that one street, but they call it 250 East down there. Yeah, they call it 250 East here, so. All right, what do we got? Let's see.
Your destination is on the left.
And nope. Okay. Right here, guys. Okay, yep. All right. Well, when you're on a busy street like that, I have no choice but to pull in the driveway, even though some people don't like it. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. It was 8, but they added one, so that's good. That was definitely good. I didn't turn that order down, because of rain. All right, I got to get out of this guy's way, so because he's getting ready to back up. All right, there we go. Yeah, that extra dollar makes it can make a difference. $1 can make a difference, guys. I've seen that happen before. There's been many of these races where $1 was the differential. One of them in particular that I remember, it was a Goose Maverick match that I did once, and Goose beat him by $1. On a McDonald's order that was $6, he would have been down by 1, but because there was 50 cents and the order turned from 6 to 7.50, Goose ended up winning by $1. And it was right at the last minute too. So $1 can definitely make a difference, guys. $1 can. But also $1 can make a difference on getting a good day or a not so good day. These little extra dollars, they add up. It's all about the kind of service you provide. I always say that. Okay, I'm just going to go to my cluster here for a few minutes just to see what we might get. We've still got an hour and a half to go. So we're at $21. That gives their total to $128. So, yeah. Hello, PSA. Welcome in. I said I have to ask Chevy or Buick. Are you driving? Actually, I'm driving a Chevy. Yes. All right. Can you, can you tell by the way it's driving, or can you tell by the way the dashboard looks, or something? Yeah. I'm guessing by the vents. Yeah, it's a Chevy. All right. Yeah, it is. Good guess, though. Very good guess. Yeah. Yeah, the dash vents. Okay. Well, that's something I never hardly ever paid any attention to, was the dash vents. Yeah. I just learned something today. Thank you. But as far as Buicks is concerned, that was my dad's favorite car. He absolutely loved his Buicks. And of course, guys, this was back in the 70s. He loved his, his favorite was the Skylark. He would drive the Skyhawk too, but the Skylark was his favorite. But yeah, since he was a salesman for for a group of associates, since he was every 2 years he would be able to lease lease a new car, and every 2 years he'd be able to lease a new car, and the car he wanted was a Buick. Yeah. Oh, cars, Vicky. Okay, did you ever sell them at one time, or work for someone who did? Yeah, this is getting interesting. We're dealing with cars right now. Hey, I like this. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. We're waiting here. We got car wash. Speaking of cars, I said Fran's going to be doing a car wash live, I guess. Well, you were just scrolling. You'll have a beautiful day. Well, thank you, PSA. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it, man. You learned from your dad. Oh, okay. All righty. Yeah, I guess in a lot of ways it is good to know about cars, because you can tell which ones are the good ones and which ones. Hello, Candy. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here, Candy. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't seen you in a little bit, Candy. Thank you for stopping by. We're doing. See, we got right now. We're sitting at $21. That's not fantastic, but I mean, it's adding to the 107 we had earlier today. That gives 128, and we have exactly an hour and a half to go. So we're going till 8 o'clock. So, I mean, this is just a little bit part of the dinner dash here. So, just gonna see what we got. I just had that nice little $9 order that I had back there, so that was a good one. And the funny thing is here, being in Shelbyville, I've got an even amount. No one has done an odd amount yet. Because most everybody does odd amounts here in Shelbyville. But so far, they've been all even. And I didn't have one odd amount when I was in Greensburg earlier today. You know, they either gave like $7 or $7.50. So, wasn't anything odd like 3 cents or 27 cents or anything like that. Everything's been, you know, on the even dot. So, well, I think maybe there was, that's right, there was one. There was one earlier in Greensburg that was odd. Yeah, there was. I think it was that that Mexican place order. Yeah, it was. Yeah. You have a daughter named Shelby, so you feel like that should be the lucky place. Okay. Yeah. Never knew that, Candy. That's a nice little name. Yeah, Shelby's a good name. So yeah, 21. We still got an hour and a half to go, so we're just gonna be doing this. I might try the tornado garden trick. I did that for my last order in Greensburg because it was a while before I got an order. And what he would always do was, if you don't get anything for like 5 to 7 minutes, turn it off. How many Wendy's did I do? At least 7. At least 7. Yeah. Yeah, there's a part where I did 4 in a row. And then a McDonald's broke that up, and then I went back to Wendy's again for the 5th. And then if I had a kid, I'd name her Chevy. Oh, okay. Well, there's a great actor that named Chevy Chase. So, I mean, you can name him that, I guess. Yeah, Chevy Chase, no fluke, a really good actor. Wouldn't have any National Lampoons if it wasn't for him. Okay, well, I'm right here where it's supposed to be, so let me, okay, all right, there we go. I just refreshed it, so we'll see here. I mean, it says I'm right in a red zone, but don't have anything here, so. Chevy Lee, okay. Yeah, that'd be a real good name. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, got something, guys. What we got? Don't have to go anywhere, right here. Okay. All right. I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back. All right, so time will be added to the clock. Hello, welcome in, Deb. Time's going to be added to the clock because that was an unassigned. My order is nowhere near ready in there, and I've been waiting in there a long time. There were customers still standing in there before me that are still waiting on their order, and they had an employee just walk out and quit. So that was just a sign right there to just to just unassign it, because I know it's not going to happen right away. So you are allowed in the championship match. You are allowed. You still have to accept every order, but you can unassign an order, worry-free unassign, if you're waiting longer than 15 minutes, which I was in there longer than 15 minutes. So you are allowed to do that, especially if it's $4 or less. So we're going to add some time to the clock on there. We're going to add another 20 minutes. So because of that. Now, if someone just walks out because there's people upset that they're waiting over 20 minutes, if someone just walks out, then that just makes it even harder. Yeah. So yeah, definitely not worth it. So the next person that'll come in, yeah, they'll come and pick up that order, but I think the customer will be upset because it was unassigned, but that order is nowhere near ready. Absolutely nowhere near ready. I even mentioned when I got in there, it told them that, the order was still in the queue to be made. It was like 4 orders down, and it was still in the queue to be made this much later. And there are customers standing in there that were there 5 minutes or longer before I was in there, and they're still waiting. And then when one got their order, it was not correct. So that just goes to show that this is not the place to be. So there will be time that will be added. Yes. Yeah, Dean, that happened, man. There's, I said the manager was yelling out how much longer on this and how much longer on that, and customers bringing back their food saying it's not correct. And I know that if they put that order together, that it won't be correct, because there was even a DoorDasher their order was still before mine, and they were sitting in their car waiting, and they came in and said, well, it's about time. I said, they must have had more than $4, because that right there is not worth $4. I'm sorry. It's not worth my time wasting 15 minutes of my time for $4. Not at all. That's not right. So, yeah. Did you ever find that ribeye in Greensburg? No, I didn't. I'm going to, I know where it is though. It's on Lincoln Street. It's over on, I saw the place, but I didn't go there. I'm going to go there tomorrow though, because, I'm getting my actual pay, and I'm going to use what I make today to go pick that up. So, yeah. So yeah, it's at the it's a building over by the O'Reilly Auto Parts, I guess. That's who's doing it. So yeah. All right. So yeah, good luck to the next person that gets that order, because I'll bet you anything that when that order is put together, that it's going to be incorrect. So yeah, I just feel sorry for them in there tonight. It's just totally disorganized. I mean, if there are at least 3 customers in there waiting longer than me, and I'm waiting for a DoorDash, and then the one couple finally ended up getting their order that was before me, of course, which is fair. If they were there before me, they should get theirs first. That's the way it should go. And they come back, their order's wrong. And it was at that point, when they said that the order was put incorrect, that's when the employee walked out. And I thought, okay, this isn't going to go well. So, yeah. Any interesting restaurants there? Let's see. The last order that I got, Dean, from Greensburg today, it was, I think it was an Asian place. It was called Mexima's or something like that, or Marima's. You probably know the name of that. It's right next to Walmart. Yeah, I had that was my last order that I had from there. It was $7, and it went into town. Yeah, you'd probably know the name of that. But yeah, we're adding some time to the clock because of that. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The thing is, though, I mean, I know a lot of, that they frown upon having cameras in there, but, I would have loved to have seen, it would have made a great short. Employee walks out due to customers' orders being at least 20 to 25 minutes. See that Steak and Shake? No. Even when I went back, I didn't see that Steak and Shake on the other side. It's probably past the highway over there, going towards Rushville, I guess. I think it must be past the highway there, but I did not see that. The only thing I did see over around that area was the Dairy Queen. There's just a lot of stuff. But of course, I haven't been all around there yet. So I haven't even been down all of 46 going down there either. So because, 46, of course, leads to Columbus. So, but yeah, I mean, there's still a lot to explore. I mean, I was only there one day, so I'm sure I'll see a whole lot more tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, that was just ridiculous. Okay, so what I'm going to do now at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and do the tornado garden trick here and just pause the order. And yeah, I was just so glad that, they have that worry-free unassigned. I mean, yeah, you got to, write a book as to why it was. And I just flat out told them, I said, they're disorganized in here. And they said customers are waiting over 20 minutes, for their orders, and an employee walked out. So McDonald's was fouling the play. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And the sad part about it is they did it to the school that I went to. So, yeah. Yep. I mean, it's just unreal. I mean, they're shorthanded as it is. Okay. I mean, and that's one thing. They're shorthanded as it is. But at the same time, if you have an employee that just flat out walks out because, customers are upset, I mean, I guess there's times, when you have had enough. So, all right, we're going to resume this. Okay. And I'm just going to move around here so I can get away from there. So maybe I can get on the radar and get something. Maybe I can get something from a pizza place or something, because apparently this isn't the place to be because it's too disorganized in there. So I feel sorry for any of the dashers that go in there tonight, because I'll bet the customers' orders are not going to be correct. Because if they can't get an order correct for customers that were waiting for over 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure that all the other orders in there are probably not correct either. It's just sad. But rarely do I ever unassign orders. But there has to be an absolute legitimate reason to unassign an order. I mean, I've only done maybe a handful of assigns. Your mom was born at Shelbyville Hospital? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only really done just a handful of assigns. I mean, there has to be an absolute, it has to be, just so awful for me to unassign it. I was just glad that it was only, that it was $4. But I mean, 15 minutes, I'm sorry, is just not worth $4. It just isn't. Because it would have been longer than that. It would have been longer than that. I mean, if I would have had the camera in there to show you guys, but they play music in there, so, and I know that, they say, well, you can mute it and everything, but you don't hear the action. You can see it, but you don't hear it, and, had you all seen everything that took place and all the customers that were upset, I said, here, I've been waiting over 20 minutes. I got here, this one guy comes here and say, I've been waiting over 20 minutes for my order. And, this guy here came in after me and he's still waiting. He's at DoorDash. What's going on back there? And, there's everybody saying, well, we're shorthanded and all that. And it's like, said 20 minutes, guys. I mean, you can do better than that. And I mean, at least that guy, he wasn't obnoxious about it. I mean, he just was just flat out bold out and said, hey, you guys can do better than that. You can. I mean, I understand you're short-handed and everything, but if you're throwing a whole bunch of orders up there at one time and you accidentally put something in the wrong bag, then you're going to have more trouble than what you have already. You're supposed to take care of it one at a time, not have 3 or 4 orders up there at one time and then accidentally put something in the wrong bag, because that happened once in Franklin. I had a McDonald's order. I had an order in Franklin. It was a Bob Evans. Yeah, a Bob Evans order in Franklin one time. And there was a lady putting 3 orders together. And I knew that, she looked, there were times that she looked puzzled or something when she was putting something together. And then I knew at that time, I told the customer, I said, I'm just wanting to tell you now that there was the person that was putting your order together was putting 3 orders at the same time. So if yours missing something, I'm just letting you know ahead of time what happened. So in case there's something you don't get or something that you got that you weren't supposed to get. Okay, here we go. What we got? We're doing this again. All right. Maybe some justice. Double time. All right. $8 again. Let's go. At least they have their stuff together here tonight. But yeah, I told that customer, and sure enough, that customer came back, wrote me again. He said, I thank you for the heads up because I was missing this, this, and this. And I just told him, I said, well, thank you for telling me. Please call DoorDash, because DoorDash has on record what I told you on the message. They have on record, that to watch out for your order. So they already know ahead of time that I already said that to you. And so DoorDash, will give them a refund because of something that was missing, because they already knew I already said that. And that was before all this verification stuff now. All right. Well, let's go over here to Applebee's. Let's get double for the trouble, guys, because there's time added on the clock. So, all right. Let's go and pick up another Applebee's. All right. Not only is it $8, but it's also a frequent customer, so I know exactly where it's going. All right. Frequent customer to the rescue, double for your trouble. Yeah. So I don't have to turn on the GPS because I know exactly where I'm going. All right. I can even go the back way because it'll be faster to go that way. Man, they're just some of the things you guys that we wish you could get on camera that unfortunately we can't. I mean, if there's somebody that wasn't DoorDashing or anything like that didn't care, that just didn't care that they were on, about music or anything like that. It's that type of thing, that would definitely get attention, especially the employee that just flat out was fed up and just walked out. And I don't know if those customers knew that employee had walked out, but the manager came up to someone at the cash register that was needing help. I said, well, so and so just walked out, so we lost another one today. Hello, Daniel, welcome in. Appreciate it. Yeah, sports highlights. Yeah, all right, welcome in here. Thank you for stopping by. We're taking an Applebee's to a frequent customer. So because we had to unassign a McDonald's order on account of excessive tardiness. So because there were customers that were there before me that were still waiting on their order, and my order was still in the queue waiting to be made, and it was just kind of chaotic at that moment. And I knew that once I hit 12 minutes on the time, I could just hit that button and hit the unassigned and just tell them that, hey, it's not worth it to take this order. I don't think the customer's going to get the right stuff. And I'm sorry, it's just not worth my time. I mean, no offense to the customer or anything, but if the order is not going to be correct and they have to wait over 20 minutes to get their order, it's not worth it. I mean, $4 is not worth it for 15 to 20 minutes. It just isn't. So time was added to the clock. So we are now going to 8:30 instead of 8. So because of all that excess of time, that just took forever. It just wasn't worth it, guys. Not worth it at all. But thank you for stopping by, Daniel. Appreciate it. Going to this frequent customer. And this is the best way to go. So all I got to do is just go down one street down here where there's no stop signs going either way, and just take a light and turn left and turn right at the circle, and I'm there. Hello, Abukar. Hey, welcome. I don't know if I said that right, but welcome in. Appreciate you joining in. Thank you very much. I don't know if I said your name right. Forgive me if I didn't say your name right, but I am welcome. I welcome everyone from all walks of life, from anywhere in the world that you are. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here, guys. This is doing a little dash here tonight, an evening dash, adding to the 107 that we made earlier. Had to, unfortunately, which place in the world? From the United States, in Indiana, the state of Indiana. That's where we are right now. We're taking an Applebee's order to a frequent customer. So I know exactly where this customer is. He orders a lot, and I appreciate his double for the trouble, because I had to turn down, or unassign a $4 order because of excessive tardiness, because it just was not organized. And so now I can just go down here, and then I can just take this second street, not this one, but the second street, and just go straight down without having a stop sign, and say, "How is the U.S.?" Oh, it's very nice. Where are you from? I'd like to know, because I welcome everyone from all walks of life, from all countries. I just feel like we all can learn from one another, and that's the way I like it. That's the way it should be. Nigeria, okay. Nigeria, okay. That's good. I used to go to a church that was run by someone from Nigeria. So, yeah, okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, from all walks of life, that's the way it should be, guys. We all can learn something from one another. There's just some people that just don't understand that. But there's something that we all can learn. Okay, we're coming straight here, so don't go yet. Especially when you got that couch up there. You don't want to be knocking that couch over, because it'll be getting wet, and I don't think you want that. Because this road right here has no stop signs on it. None. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of like going down this road. I don't like crossing it, but I like driving on it. Because the way I gotta go, I just turn left and then turn right, and I'm right at this customer's house. So, okay. Since you're from U.S., anything to me is a Nigerian. Okay. Yeah, this church that I went to that was run by a Nigerian, it was very nice. I mean, it was very well put together, and it was wonderful. And but yeah, I mean, like I said, I enjoy everyone from all walks of life, no matter what country you're from, no matter where you are in the world. It's everyone is welcome here. So, well, I'm surprised you haven't turned. You're just waiting on me, I guess. Well, then you didn't have to wait on me, because, okay, well, whatever. Okay, so I just turn on this road right up here, and I'm right at that customer's house. All right. Business. Well, I mean, if you want to call it, I mean, this is sort of a business. I mean, an independent contractor. That's what I do when I do this food delivery. So, in a sense, you might say that. You might say that in a sense, maybe. But other than that, no, I have a regular job. So, okay, so I'm just going to have to, so I park like right here, because this guy's house is right here. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go deliver this, and I will be right back. And that's the beauty about having a frequent customer. All right. It's the beauty about it. Okay. All right. So we're at 136, I believe. Yeah, 136. But we've added 20 minutes to the clock because of the 20 minutes I lost at McDonald's. So Okay, what do we got here? All right. Okay. All right, that's what we got. So we'll go and take care of that. So I'll accept that. Okay, it's Little Caesars. All right, it's not fantastic, but at least it is an order. So just right there in the front, you will see where I was last night. That little color changing fountain. I'll be spending a lot more time over there this summer. So, oh, good. I get to turn because we still have some time on the walking clock. All right. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, Little Caesars is right up here. And at least the one thing about this Little Caesars up here is the fact that they, they're better, more organized at this one than they are in the other two that I've delivered at. So they look a little bit busy, but of course it's 7:30, so I would expect them to be busy. So, okay. But at least a couple of them are leaving, so hopefully, some orders are already delivered. Okay, gotta wait for everybody to back out, I guess. Somebody else is trying to come in here, looks like. Yeah. Looks like we got several orders here. All right. Try not to drive in the grass. All right, guys, I'm going to go pick this up. I'll be right back. It might be a few minutes because I don't know how far back behind they are. Well, that took a lot less time than I thought. You know, they're usually pretty good here, like I said. Okay, so to verify it, it is here because, well, that's the only thing they ordered, so. Okay. So when I leave it at the door, I just call them and let them know. Okay. So, which way are you going to have me go? I hope that you don't have me turn left. I just hope you don't. But I mean, I don't think it's so bad around this time at night, though. Not really. Usually isn't. So. Alright, what are you going to... So I'm going to go out this way. What are you going to tell me to do? Let's see here. What you going to tell me?
Drive east. Then turn left onto South Harrison Street.
That's what I thought. Okay. But it's not too bad out at this time of night when you turn that way. All right. Now where do I go here?
Turn left onto Colescott Street.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
44.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Continue for a half mile.
Ah, we got the sun out now, guys. After all that rain we had earlier, the sun's finally out. All right. Yeah, 17 likes. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really helped my channel out.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto South Miller Street.
Yeah, not really that bad an order at all, guys. Yeah. I mean, quicker $4 than what I thought it would be. Okay. Rated $50 plus 25 tip Taco Bell sent on Cash App. Oh, okay.
Turn left onto South Miller Street.
All right. All right.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto 3rd Street.
On to 3rd Street. Okay. So we getting up on down here for 2nd, 3rd. Cash it. Unless I don't have any of those things right now. I don't do that. I'm just waiting to get myself monetized on here, and then we'll have the super chats.
Turn right onto 3rd Street.
Okay, right here. You might want to slow down back there because I'm turning. All right, there we go.
In 700 feet, turn left onto State Street.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got here.
Turn left onto State Street. Then your destination will be on the right.
All right. Let's see, I've had a couple of deliveries on this street once, I think. All right.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay. Yep, it's that house right over there on the corner. That's what I thought. Okay. So I just got to park right here because I couldn't park over there because it's on the corner. All right. Okay, let me go deliver this, guys. I'll be right back. right, that was a quick $4. That'll definitely work. All right. Yeah, we gotta take the time to have this, have this earned the way it should be earned. Yep. So right now we're sitting at $140, guys. So, and we still got about an hour to go. Okay, so that's okay, so yeah, so it takes me all the way out here, so I can still go down that way. All right. Because when I'm over here, I'm over by the school. It's a little too far out. But I can just go down here and I'll be, who knows, I might get another Little Caesars over there because I am closer to there. All right. All right. Last week I had a little order at this tavern that's right over here. Never been to that tavern before. Another $10 in winter. Yeah, well, Gophers still got to go tomorrow. We got to see how they do it. Friday, well, like I never dashed on a Friday in Greensburg, so who knows? I don't know. There's some people that get, some people get paid on Thursday, some people get paid on Friday. So, tomorrow could be a payday. But one thing you also got to keep in mind, and I know growing up it was like this. Friday night was always family night. That the father would get his paycheck and take the family out to dinner. That's the way it was on Friday nights. And then Saturday night was date night. That's the way it was when I was growing up. I don't know if that's the same or if it's changed in any way, but that's how it usually is. So right now, I cannot really say who has the advantage at this point. It is hard to say. Because I got another day in Greensburg to dash on a Friday. Now that I know where some things are, I can cut down some time. I mean, it was just, it's quite an experience. And I just got to see how tomorrow goes. And if it goes like it did today, I'm definitely going to think about signing up for Uber Eats and see if I can get it there. The only thing about Uber Eats, though, that it's kind of a challenge. You just got to make sure things right. They can pull the tips on Uber Eats. Do that. DoorDash, they can't, but in Uber Eats, they can. One advantage that you have with Uber Eats that you don't have with Dash is that you can unassign, you can, turn down orders and they don't really care. So, but on DoorDash, they do. I got some traffic coming this way in order for me to go straight. So, wow. Well, that's the one thing on the other side, though, they usually don't go by as much. So, all right. Tell there's a lot of rain over here. I was anxious to see that Friday breakfast. Yeah, the Friday breakfast. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Friday breakfasts where I used to dash from. I used to have some good Friday breakfasts in Columbus. Yeah, the good days in Columbus were Friday and Sunday. The breakfasts on Friday in Columbus were really good. And the Sunday breakfasts in Columbus were really good. So, but now I get to test out Greensburg tomorrow and see. So, yeah, I'll probably be on same time, probably starting at 8 o'clock. I may start a little earlier. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes at first. Because now that I know the town a little bit, I mean, nowhere near where I need to know it. But now that, I know it a little bit, I might be able to started a little earlier. What we got here? Well, that's a terrible offer, but we'll go ahead and take it. So I have to go this way anyway because I cannot go down that one street because of the carnival. So I have to take Howard to go there. So, yeah, that carnival will not allow me to go down that street. So I have to go this way anyway. Yeah, I got no choice but to go this way, so. I mean, I actually could turn down here. I think maybe that would be better. Maybe it would be faster if I went this way instead of having to go down, because then I have to turn left and do all that. So I'll just go down here and go back over towards 9 and just go that way, because it'll be faster for me to get to KFC that way. So, but other than that, I cannot. That one street, I cannot go down it because of the carnival. So that carnival is kind of playing a little bit of a havoc in the driving, because as you can see, you just go right down there. Yeah, it's all closed off. Okay. All right, Deb. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, we're sitting right now at $33. I mean, I don't think you were around when I had a McDonald's order. I had it unassigned because I was in there for almost 20 minutes, and there were customers that were in there longer than me, waiting on their orders, over 20 minutes, and it was $4. And my order was still in the queue to be made, and they weren't. And the orders that they were putting together, it's almost like they were slopping them together, and people were not getting the right stuff. And there was a couple of customers that were upset about waiting long, and then their order wasn't correct, and they had an employee walk out because of that. So someone actually resigned on the spot because of what was going on, and I guess it's all because of disorganization, and it just was not a very good experience. I mean, it is all orders accepted, but I certainly would hope to not have to get another order from that McDonald's tonight, because it just would not be worth it to get an order from there if they're going to be that disorganized and take that long to make orders. So, I mean, it's pretty sad. It's supposed to be a fast food place, but when you're waiting 20 minutes, I wouldn't exactly call that fast food. Nowhere near fast food. So the carnival is right here to my right, guys. That's where the carnival's going on. That's why I could not take that street to come down here. So that's why I kind of had to go around and take a little extra time because of that carnival, because that carnival's covering 3 streets down there. So and now we're picking up a KFC order here. I mean, it's a terrible offer, $3 for a little over 3 miles. I mean, most times that order would be refused, but because it's all orders accepted, it's an order we got to take. So, all right, gonna go to the quick pickup right here, guys, and go pick this up, and I will be right back. They should shut their app off and get caught up. Exactly. I mean, there was even a Dasher whose order was before mine, and I guess they sat in their car for that long. I mean, they must have had at least $8 or $9. I mean, to wait that long, I'm surprised they didn't unassign theirs. But yeah, I mean, 15, 20 minutes is not worth your time. It just isn't. It's not worth your time at all. All right, let me go pick up this. I'll be right back. All right, well, that order was ready. Well, I would think if it was $3, I would probably think it would be ready. Okay. See, we're gonna have to take a picture here probably. Yep. All right, that's all right. The receipt's right here. Okay. There we go. All they really need to see is the name. All right. Okay, where are we going? Oh, naturally. Yeah, it's going to the apartments up north. Yep. Wonderful. All right. I think that's, well, that, of course, that's the first time I've been up north since I've been here today. So, I mean, I can't really say a whole lot about that. I just got to get on that one street so that I can turn right at a light. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go down here. And we'll do that. So you do earn by time, and it's better than taking all those bad orders. You got to do an EBD challenge live. Yeah, okay. You know, Deb, maybe one time when this contest is over that I'm doing, perhaps we could do a, we could do a contest. We could do like earn per offer versus earn by time. I think that would be kind of neat. Because that's what... I don't know exactly what happened to him, but there were two gig tubers that, let's see, it was last year, I believe. It was around this time. Yeah, I believe it was. And it was, his name was Hybrid Hustler. He did Earn by Time, and Red of Gig Wars Official, she did Earn per Offer. So it was Earn by Time versus per offer. And so, yeah, they did a 5-day dash off together, doing it that way to see who would make the most money. And if you're up for that, we can, maybe we can set that up sometime, because May is racing month. And, that sounds like that might be a little fun. What I really wish we could do is get a bunch of us together, because the Indianapolis 500's coming up. And what I would absolutely love to do, I mean, it's like four would have to have StreamYard. We'd have 33 dashers face off against one another for a Indianapolis 500 type dash off in all different places, to see who would make the most money, in that 4-hour time frame that they do the actual race. I think that would be interesting. I was hoping that some way they would be able to do that. Okay, I know where it's at, but...
Drive west on East Mechanic Street. Then, in 500 feet, Harrison Street. Turn right onto North Harrison Street, State Route 9.
So, Deb, if you're still here, if you, if you're up to that, let me know, and we can set something like that up. Because I like that idea, earn by time versus earn per offer.
Continue for 2 miles.
Because that's one thing I like. I mean, I am a big NASCAR fan. And that's one thing that I always look forward to around the summer months is the NASCAR races. So, and of course, May, racing month, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, we'll set that up sometime. It'll probably be later in the month because I still got to go tomorrow to do Minnesota's dash, and then whoever wins, the winner will go on Tuesday, and then Goose will do his dash on that Sunday, and then we'll find out who the real winner is, and and then we can do that sometime. So, and I'm sure there's others that would also be willing to do that. I mean, I think this May, perhaps maybe, with it being racing month, I think, a whole bunch of us could find a way to, have some race offs amongst one another. It would make this month fun, and, everybody will be watching. Everybody will be subscribing and liking and all that. That's the one thing I like about this. I like the fact that if you do that, if you got 2 or more people on at the same time, it helps both your channels grow, and it does. And so yeah, we'll have to set that up, and I just think it would be pretty neat to do that. Yeah, the earn by time versus earn per offer. So so I think if I was going to do that, with the way that I saw at Greensburg today, you have not gone live with anybody yet? Oh, okay. Well, we might have to change that. Because that's how some channels have grown, is by doing lives. Let's take Kaylee Makes Money, for example. She, her channel, I was basically the one who got her started. She came to my Illinois dash, the very first dash I did for this contest. And, we talked for a little bit. I got her feeling a little better about herself, and then she started dashing. And then the one person who saw her was road closed. What? Oh, what are they going to do? Did they make a roundabout here or something? Honor after the 12th. So, looks like I won't be dashing here then. Unless I take the back way. So if this road's going to be closed, then we'll have to be dashing in other places. Okay, so now I know exactly where we're going here. But yeah, dual live streams, I think is that's how it goes. But to continue that, the one person who saw Kaylee, it was Mad Dasher, and he took her and went live with him. And then after she, he got his people together to watch her live, and then all of a sudden her channel just started growing right from there. Because there was something about her that he liked, and he just basically took her under his wing, and her channel's just soared ever since. So, and I know that I'm going to start doing that when I do my fountain lives. I'm going to do that. And so I think maybe that might help me too, because I have a goal to get 500 subscribers by July the 4th. And perhaps maybe that might help out. So, but if you and I do a earn by time versus earn per offer, I probably will choose Greensburg to go do that, because, from what I saw there today, there's got to be a lot of restaurants available. So what do you have? What apps do you have, so that I know what I would go up against? We're starting sourdough live. Oh, okay. All right. not the greatest of ideas to be going that fast here. As people dart out of the roads up there. Okay, so I'll be turning left to right here in this apartment complex. Yeah, the people that order from these apartments, usually the orders aren't very good here.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
You have Uber and DoorDash. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, so if I decide to sign up and get Uber Eats, if I do that, if I definitely like what I see in Greensburg tomorrow, then I can definitely, yeah, that just sounds like fun. I can do a Uber Eats and DoorDash challenge. That'd be kind of neat. I very much would be up for that because I know a lot of people would be watching. Because there's such a thing also, there's an app called Gig Wars.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, which one is it? Okay, so it's on down a little bit. Okay. And yeah, there's a Gig Wars app. So I mean, for those that that tune into that app and they see, hey, there's a couple of folks racing, you're going to get attention from everybody. For those that pay attention to that app. Okay, so your channel could get a lot of attention with that because everybody would be tuning into that. They say, hey, we got there's this Dirty Stack and Deb and Big 3 Dash, and they're in a dash off here. Hey, we got to watch that. You don't have Earn My Time on Uber? Oh, okay. So if you just want to do it as a DoorDash, that's fine, because DoorDash is all I do right now anyway. So we could just do it as a DoorDash. All right, I've got to deliver to this apartment here. It's an upstairs apartment, of course. So, all right, I'll be right back. All right, guys. Now the stupid stuff is coming in. Yeah, that 284. It's still this Wendy's right here, and not very far, but still, it's probably Wendy's that's coming right back this way. I don't think that's a really good way to end it. Yeah, that'd be great, just DoorDash. Yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, I don't have Uber Eats yet, so I just got to wait and see if I can even get on it right away. That's the main thing. All right, let's go get this Wendy's. I'm pretty sure that I'm picking it up and bringing it right back here is what it sounds like. So, I think Hero Time would get on this too. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's like one of us would have, I mean, if Kaylee wants to get into it, it's like one of us would have to have StreamYard, okay? If one of us has StreamYard, then they send us the link. They send the link to the others, and they just click on that link, and then we all show up at the same time, and then we all have the dash. We all have the dash off. So, yeah, that would be fun. Like I said, May is racing month. It's racing month. So what better way to do racing month than to have dash off like that? Yeah, if Hero wants to do it, hey, let's somebody invest in StreamYard and let's do it. Help all our channels grow. Any one of us, I think any one of us can have it, because there was one time that that I tried to go live with Dash and Womble, and we were having trouble going live on on the actual YouTube channel. So Dashing Maverick, he intervened, and he said, well, why don't you guys use my StreamYard account? And because all three of us got on there, I said, just why don't you go ahead and use my StreamYard account so you guys can go on together. All it needs is one account, because he sends the link. A link is sent to everybody, and then everybody just clicks that link and they're on it. Okay. But yeah, if Hero wants to get in it, or Kaylee, or anyone else that for example, if let's do it. All right, we're over here at this Wendy's. All right, what do we got? Mayo. Okay. Okay, if it's already made, I don't know what I can do for you unless they just give me extra mayo. All right, it's not the greatest of drink carriers, but it'll do for now. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, take the receipt photo, naturally. Okay, all they want is the person's name. Okay. Well, I'm just going to put that person's name on it. Okay. Because the way they got that taped up, it's almost like they got the receipt folded, so you don't know everything that's on there. Okay, well, I'm not going to that apartment complex, but I am going to an apartment complex just right down here. So, okay. We're just going to do one of these numbers. Just make sure that I don't hit the thing with my tire. All right. Okay. It's just surprising that really there's not a whole lot of traffic up here right now. Oh, but it is Thursday night, so. But it's starting to stay daylight longer now. I said, yeah, that's what I love about this. I love it because it's staying daylight longer. I love that. We gain 2 minutes of sunlight per day. That's what I love about it, is that we get to do that. Yeah. I mean, pretty soon it'll be light out at, at 9 o'clock at night, Eastern Daylight Time. So that's where I'm at. Okay. Going down here to this apartment complex. All right.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Cimarron Place Court.
Your Central Time? Oh, okay. So it's 7 o'clock your time, but it's 8 o'clock my time. Okay.
Turn right onto Cimarron Place Court.
All right. Hey, it's 20th like. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Your destination will be on the right.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate all of you that watch. Appreciate the likes. Thank you very much. Appreciate those who subscribe too. Thank you.
Your destination is on the right.
Okay. Parking place. That's the main thing. Okay. Parking place. All right. All right. Let's see, which one are you? Okay, so you're around the corner. Yeah, they're all it says that they're right here, but they're all the way around. Wonderful. Okay, so I got to carry this this thing of drinks all the way around. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Well, that was one of those just Roy delivery. Walk around the apartment building. Walk all the way around because that's where the apartment was. But that one in Greensburg that I had earlier, that was ridiculous, that one. It had you park in the lot. It had you park in the lot on one street name, but the customer was, it was the same building, but it was a different street name address. It was the same building though, but you had to walk all the way around, because there was no parking on that one street. You had to walk all the way around, to get into that building with that street name on it. I mean, that was crazy. And that took forever to deliver that one too, because that was a long walk. But at least I didn't have a whole bunch of drinks with that like I had with this one. Yeah, I think to deliver that one I had in Greensburg in that apartment, I think it took me at least maybe 7 to 8 minutes just to find that place because I had to walk all the way around the building. Okay, well, if you're going to give me something here, you better get it right now. So I don't really care for it around this area. So if you're going to get it to me, you better get it to me right now. So now you got one of these things here that you got to deal with. So now they passed a thing in Indiana to where if you go a certain speed past one of these things up here, I guess they clock. What we got? You did do that. I knew you were going to do that. All right. So we got to turn around up there. All right. I just knew it. I knew they were going to pull that. So now I've got to drive all the way around and back up. So wonder if I might be able to. Well, I probably can't because I got those behind me. So I'll just have to turn in that one street. All right. Oh, I just knew it was going to do that. I knew it was going to be. Hello there, hello Terry. Welcome in. Yeah. I hear it. They always give you the orders once you've passed them. Exactly. And I said to them, I said, if you're going to give me the order, then you better give it to me right now. Because you don't really get as many orders up here as you do on the other side. No, they decided they wanted to do that. So, I mean, it's an okay order, I guess, but man. So now I've got to go in here and I've got to turn around and go back that other direction, especially with all these cones right here in this little cone zone. But like I said earlier, you really got to watch your speed in this now because they passed a thing. If you go a certain speed, you get clocked and they send you a camera clock or something like that. And they send you, the first time they send you a warning, I guess they send you a warning letter in the mail. And, not yet. No, we won't know a winner until tomorrow night. Yeah, we won't know a winner until tomorrow night. So, yeah, that's... Well, anyway, this is probably going to be the last order that I do here, because of the extra time. I mean, they really shouldn't have this order, but because of the McDonald's thing, we had to award the extra time because, yeah. But no, Dean, there will not be a winner until tomorrow night. Minnesota still has to do their they still have to do their dash. So, and that'll be in Greensburg tomorrow for the first 7 hours, and then by this time tomorrow night, we should have a winner. And then we'll do that on a live stream. I think a Monday night live stream. Okay, I know I really shouldn't do this, but I've got to. Because I don't think you really can do that in a zone like this. But okay, they didn't even, I was going below 20, so it didn't clock me at all. Let's see. No, Indiana's just going to post the score tonight. Whatever they post here after this order here, because it'll be 8:30 after I drop this order off, and then they'll be done. They'll post the score. Okay? Then that's the score that Minnesota has to beat tomorrow to win. Okay? That's the score Minnesota has to beat tomorrow. If they beat that score, then they win. Otherwise, if they don't beat that score, then IU wins. So, but it should be interesting with it being Friday and in Greensburg. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that Greensburg dash tomorrow again. Kind of looking forward to it. I mean, it just felt so different. I mean, hearing different names, instead of hearing 44 all the time and 9 and 31 and all those, it felt different just to hear 3, 421 and just different names than the names I'm so used to here, or the names I was used to in Columbus and Edinburgh and all that. All the names that I was so used to hearing. It felt different, and a little bit more refreshing, if you want to put it that way. Just hearing different names and different numbers. I mean, it just felt different. Yeah, Lincoln. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you were absolutely right. Lincoln is basically the street you're going to be on for the most of the time. You were absolutely right about that. But I also know the one thing, too, that I thought was really neat was the fact that I just sat there, just literally sat there at the Speedway station right there. And I just right in that little area, and that's when all the orders came. I mean, I found that, like I said, I now have my little cluster area to wait at right there. So I'll just try that again tomorrow and see if it works. See if it works again. All right, here we go to Culver's, guys. See where this is going to go. All right. Let's go. Yep, exactly. Let's go. So, Terry, you weren't here. While you're here, I'm thinking, let's see, this since May is racing month, I think Dirty Stack and Deb and I think we're thinking about doing a little dash off between the two of us, earn by time versus earn per offer. She does earn by time and I do earn per offer. So we might be, later on this month, we might be doing that. So, that sounds like it would be fun to do. All right, here at Culver's right now, I'm going to go pick this up here. Be right back. Well, they got some stuff here. They got a lot of stuff here. This might take a few minutes, guys. they ordered a lot of stuff. So I don't know if it's worth what I'm about to do because I'm taking this to Fountain Town. All right, guys. Whoa. See you in a minute. Yeah. All right. Unbelievable. So I got to take this on State Road 9, but it's in Fountain Town, so it's going to be a little bit of a trip. Oh, man. Not exactly the way to finish. Not at all. So now I'm wondering, was it really worth it to pass up that McDonald's just for this? Because I didn't want to have to travel this far. Well, let's do it.
Drive north on North Riley Highway, State Route 9. Continue on State Route 9 north for 9 miles.
Yeah, 9 miles. Wonderful. All right, guys, we're taking this over here to Fountain Town. It's a lot of food right here, and I don't think it's worth all this trip to go up there. I know that. This was not the way to end this. Why would I get an order that goes all the way up here at the end of the night? I mean, technically, if it wasn't for that McDonald's order, their dash would have ended right at 8 o'clock. But because we had to add time to the clock, because of that McDonald's order, so now basically, you know, it's like you're paying the double price here. Well, I know something that we could add to that, because I'll be so far away. I mean, I'll erase it if YouTube doesn't like it, but it's something that I've just got to play on account of this because of the way things have gone here on this dash. And I think it's absolutely fitting because, you know, they really didn't make that much in the 3 hours that they dashed here. So they're going to post a score, and we'll see what happens. But I just feel like I've got to play this when I get up here, guys, because it's going to be after 9 when I get back now. Because this is 9 miles. That's a long way up this direction. I mean, we're going halfway to Greensburg here. I mean, not Greensburg, Greenfield. Yeah. But I'm thankful for the 5 of you that are going on this last trip up here, guys. Not the way you want to finish this this dash. Not the way you want to. Definitely not. Yeah, this is pretty rough here. I thought when I got that one $8 order after I had to unassign that McDonald's order because of stupidity, now I basically, I thought that, I had that covered, but now I guess I'm basically paying for it now by taking this long trip. Oh, I'll be so glad when this contest is over, and then I can decide what it is I really want to take and what I don't. Because this is just ridiculous. I mean, if we have to travel out this far, it should be at least double digits we get paid, and not the, little piddly stuff that we get. Five more minutes, so I guess maybe it's not really as far as you think, but it's still far enough. So it could be, guys, that now that Shelbyville's going to be that road up there in Shelbyville's going to be closed, and then up here they'll have the road closed up here too. Next week. Up in this area, it'll be closed also. So it sounds like, going to doing the Greensburg thing, I think it sounds like that I'll be spending more time in Greensburg until they get this stuff fixed. Because you really don't do that much in Franklin. Hello, Sonny. Welcome in. I'm taking the last, end of the Indiana order right here. Yeah, it's... Dash in Greensburg today was really good. Here, not so good. There's some really weird stuff on this dash here, including, I'll fill you in on this, Sonny, that I had to unassign a McDonald's order today because I was in there for going on 17, 18 minutes, and there were customers that were in there before me that were still waiting for theirs, and one of those customers finally got served, and it was the completely wrong stuff that they didn't, that they just didn't make the order right. And, they kind of got a little bit unglued, and one of the workers there just walked off the job. And it was, and when I noticed that happening, well, I know that my order is not going to get done faster, so I just did that worry-free sign, worry-free unassigned, and I just told them, I said, they're disorganized here. They had an employee walk off the job, so I don't think this customer is going to get their order anytime soon, so I've got to unassign it because I'm not waiting that long for $4. Not worth it. I mean, it wasn't going very far at all. I mean, it was $4 like for maybe... for maybe like 2 miles, if that. But still, that is not worth my time. It just isn't. There's no way to, to sit there and wait for 20 minutes for just $4. Just absolutely not worth it. And for someone, to just walk off the job because customers were getting unglued because they were waiting over 20 some odd minutes and their order was not right. I mean, it's just like, when, and it happens in every place that's fast food. Yep. Yeah, they just literally walked off the job. I mean, there was someone that needed help at the cash register, and the manager came up and said, well, so-and-so just walked out. So now we're short another person. And that was at that point I said, okay, it's time to unassign because I know I'm not going to get my order anytime soon. So I just, did that little worry-free unassigned and told support. That's where it starts. That's exactly where it starts, Jerry. That's where it starts. If the management is poor, then the place is disorganized. And at that place, in most every McDonald's that I've been, whether it's Columbus, Edinburgh, Franklin or here in Shelbyville, it seems like they get different managers every day. Well, first of all, they're not paid enough. You know, I make more at my W-2 than most managers at McDonald's make. I make more there, so that's why. What reason would I have to want to, to work at McDonald's when I make, $8 more than a manager at McDonald's or any of these fast food places make? I mean, some of them only make $16, $17 an hour, and I make more than that. So, yeah, they're not paid enough. And then with all the stress and stuff that they got to overdo, it's no wonder they have such a high turnover rate in management. Okay, we're getting close to the customer now. We're about a little less than a half a mile there. So, yep, not paid enough, exactly. I remember one time when I was in Edinburgh, they were real behind on orders and everything. And there was this guy that came in and, they were so far behind and all that stuff. And you could hardly hear anybody because everybody was in there. It was like some teams or something that was in there. Get Sonny left, huh? Well, I think she must still be live or something because she was... Okay, let me... Okay, is it this? It must be this place right here. Yep, it's got to be. All right. It's got to be this one because it's telling me to go down this.
In 300 feet, you'll arrive at your destination.
Okay, I guess this is it. Yeah, I guess they're waiting. I guess they're waiting. Yeah, it's...
You have arrived at your destination.
Hello, young man. I don't think you want to be out in the road, son. Yeah, I got your food, but it's not a good idea to run in front of the cars. All right, just got to find a nice little place to park right next to his... yeah. All right. Yeah, they're waiting. All right, guys, let me go deliver this. I'll be right back. Hey. Well, yeah, you guys will probably be carrying several here. So I think we'll let this young man have this one here. It's the lightest. So you want to take some? You take that one. That's the lightest. Okay.
Don't drop it.
Yeah. And we got these, and I don't know if you can take the bag too or not. Yeah. Because this is a little heavier bag. Think you got it?
I'll make a way.
Okay. All right, there you go, sir. Have a great night. You have a good night. See how helpful that young man wanted to be? That was nice. Okay. All right, leave it at the door. I'm just going to take a picture of his garage because they just came out and got it. So we'll just take a picture of the garage. So there you go. All right. All right. So Indiana's going to post their score. Okay, so 45. You add that to 107, we have 162. That is what Minnesota must beat tomorrow. It's what they must beat tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, I like that, that young man, he said, can I carry some? Can I carry some? Yeah, so I gave him the lightest bag so that he could carry them because he wanted to be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, the weather, the weather was pretty good today when I first started in Greensburg, and then all of a sudden the rain came and it just started pouring down. It poured down from the time I left Greensburg to come back to Shelbyville, and then for the first part of the Shelbyville dash on the other part, it started raining really hard again. So, okay. So 162. That is what Minnesota must beat tomorrow. Okay. So we're going to start again in Greensburg again tomorrow, guys. So Not sure what time it is. Yeah, I saw so going live with with their chickens and everything. So yeah, I saw that. Oh, it's the long trip back, getting back just around dark. Don't really like that too much, but oh well. Snow at 7,000 feet? Is that cold? Really? Yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, I guess in the mountains it's not so unusual to get snow if it gets that cold, I guess, in May. Huh. Melting now, yeah, well, I would imagine it would be. Yeah, you don't know what weather you get anymore. I mean, I know several years ago that there was an April where you got, 12,000 feet we'll see snow in July. Oh, really? Okay. But yeah, because your mountains though are pretty high mountains. I mean, the mountains that I know that I used to that I went up once, and I got a picture of me up there at the mountain in Gatlinburg, to where at the top of the mountain. On one side you're in Tennessee, and the other side you're in North Carolina. So yeah, I was at the very top of that mountain. Back in September of you missed the mountains? Oh. Yeah, that was the Smoky Mountains that I was in. Yeah, that was pretty neat though. It was pretty neat. But yeah, I like that picture. It's like you're standing up there, but there's a sign that says right there, on your right you're in Tennessee, and your left you're in North Carolina. So you lived in is that South Carolina for 2 years? Oh, okay. Never been there. The farthest south I think I've been, of course, over in that area. I mean, Florida and Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana and Texas. I've been all. Oh, Salt Lake City. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know what SLC. I didn't know what you meant. Salt Lake City. No, I've never been out that way. I passed through it in a plane though, going to to San Francisco. Salt Lake is similar to Colorado. Oh, okay. Okay, SLC. Okay, I was thinking about that yesterday. Okay. But yeah, there's a time I said, that I probably might be, going out that way at some point, because, like I said, there's places that I, that I want to visit. Because when I actually do go to all these colleges that I want to go to, when all my books get printed, and then I'll do speeches at all these different colleges. Well, the closest Big Ten college to Colorado is Nebraska, and so if I go to Nebraska, I might just take that little trip going south, to visit Colorado and see what it's like, there in Colorado. So. But yeah, I want to do at some point, like Dashing Dink was going to do, is travel all around, the country and visit all the gig tubers in all the states. I kind of, when I heard him do that, that's kind of something that maybe that I would like to do. Everybody has all these meetups now, and you know, when I see that, especially when I saw Austin Dashes and you know, and Val drives Vegas, driving with Ellen, when I saw all them together, you know, that just sounds like fun. I mean, you know, we all watch each other, but we never really met up with each other. And, you know, that just sounds like fun. And the way that Dashing Dink was going to do it, that's kind of the way that I want to do it. You know, just travel all around and visit everybody while I still go visit those colleges that I want to visit and give speeches to when all my books are done. So, yeah, that just sounds like it's just something, you know, to just really go and do that. And, you know, and just meet up with everybody. I mean, it's one thing when you see them on the other side of the camera. It's another thing seeing them in person. So, you get to see the other side of them instead of what's on the other side of the camera. I mean, I know you guys enjoyed that with Chuck. And whenever Chuck decides to do that again, I might decide to maybe try and do that. So, oh, it's a long trip back from there. Great country drive. Yeah, this is a nice little country drive going. This is coming back from, you know, if I was to drive all the way up to Greenfield, then I would come back, you know, coming back this way. Yeah, this is a nice little country drive going down here. What's a nice little country drive going down there? This reminds me of the drive you do. Oh, okay. Vegas would have been nice. Yeah, you know, it was nice watching them. And, you know, especially when in the car, you had Charlie, the Brash Dasher, he was there too. And I liked the live that Ellen did when Charlie was driving. You know, yeah, that was pretty neat watching that. Can't be everywhere. No, you can't be everywhere. That's true. You can't. We all have lives to live. But, you know, when we get to a point to where we don't have to worry about all that anymore, and we get to that retirement age, then we can do all that stuff. You know? Because you'll have the time to do it, because you won't have to worry about a W-2 to go to, because you'll already be retired. And you can just travel and do whatever you want, you know. I mean, it's too bad that your years are limited to do that, but, you know, at least you'll get some time to do that as long as you take care of yourself. You don't have a W-2 and you still can't do it. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's because everybody has lives. Everybody has families. You have animals. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta take care of your animals. In limited income. Got to take care of your animals, got to take care of your income and stuff. Yeah, you got to go out and dash and do what you got to do, you know. I mean, even if you don't have a W-2 and you're out, you know, dashing, that's still income. It's almost like having a W-2, just in a different way. But the only thing about that is you get to pick and choose when you want to do it. Whereas a W-2, you don't get to do that. Oh boy, that was just yeah, that was quite a trip. But I knew I would get back around 9 o'clock. But you know something though? It's still light at 9 o'clock. I do like that. Still light. I do like that. Gig work is mobile and flexible, yes. Yeah, I think instead of going down through all that mess down there, I think I'm just going to take the highway to go back, because I got to go that way anyway, so I think we'll just do that. And a gamble. Yep, definitely a gamble. You're absolutely right about that. It is a gamble. You're absolutely right. You don't know what you're going to do on any given day. And you pay your money, you take your chances. That's what I say that all the time. You pay your money, you take your chances. And that's the way with when you take orders. You know, just like the order I took for McDonald's. I didn't know I was going to have to unassign that. You know, you think that, you know, you're taking an order, you know, a real quick $4 for a couple miles. No, you're sitting there waiting 20 minutes. For what? Not worth your time. Yeah, instead of going through all that construction mess over there, I'm just going to go on ahead and go this way. So, faster because there's a place I got to stop up here by there anyway, so. All right. Sure there ain't anybody over there. Nope, there isn't. So, yeah, at this time of night, it's kind of a little bit more mellow on this highway, so. You're getting to 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we can do that. All right. So I'm just going to be looking forward to what I'm doing tomorrow. So I will be dashing, be going back to Greensburg tomorrow. So if you want to see a town that you've never seen before, visit that, because Greensburg is where I'll be tomorrow from 6 Eastern Daylight Time in the morning to 2 Eastern Daylight Time in the afternoon. So there will be a little bit of a break in there too. It'll be 7 hours of dashing, and then 3 hours of dashing later on in the evening to equal a total of 10 hours. Let's just see what the Gophers do tomorrow. See if they can beat that 162. I would say that part of the dash here, I think that was pretty much hard work to get what I made there tonight. Wasn't quite so hard work to do earlier. Better to go this way and get there a lot faster, guys. Yep. There's a little kitty right over there. Not a good place for the kitty. Oh, you're back on the highway? Yeah, that wasn't a nice little place for that kitty to be. Not really. All right. Don't know if we're getting. Well, it wasn't in any real. I mean, it was in the rocks there. I was just hope it wasn't going to, dart out in the middle of the road, because that wouldn't have been good. No, I thought you would. No, I just got off the highway. I was on the highway. Yeah, I just got off the highway. So, yeah, because I got back in town Because speaking of kitties, I got some stuff that I got to do for them. So that's part of the reason why I'm here. All right. Okay, yeah, they're gonna be going. Okay, so probably be best if I went down here then. Yep. Okay. No, I just was on the highway and I just got off of it, so okay. Oh, good. There's a good spot right up here. All right, everyone. Well, I certainly appreciate everybody, joining me again tonight. It was fun. Be going back at it tomorrow in Greensburg. So I'll be in Greensburg from 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time to 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So if you haven't seen Greensburg, tomorrow's a good day to check it out, because it could be a possibility with the construction that's going on in 2 of the 3 towns. Greensburg may be the place to go for a while. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Sonny. Everyone else that came up here. Appreciate the 22 likes and those of you that joined today. So until tomorrow, see what the Gophers do. I will see you all in the future. And remember, we're all in this together.